Hello everyone, and a warm welcome back to the channel. Well, videos have been a bit thin on the ground since Christmas. The reason for that is my medical condition got a little bit out of hand, and I needed some new drugs to try and sort it out. Fortunately, the new drugs appear to be sorting it out, so fingers crossed. And unfortunately, with 3 monthly blood tests, I am back in action, albeit the action's going to be a little bit subdued. I got some video anyway to post, and got some new sites to visit. Some of these early videos will be probably a bit short, because I do get tired quite quickly, and believe me, it's even when you're fit, this sort of caper is quite hard work. So, any news? What's been going on? The Kingham to Bourton-on-the-Water Greenway recreational trail, call it what you will. I've had no feedback from that since I did the video on the old railway. That's probably getting on for 2 years ago now. I must try and contact the guy who started the crowdfunding. The last I'd heard, I think I reported in the video that the whole thing had, Sustrans had agreed to take it on, and it was got to the consult with the landowners stage, so that's all very delicate, I guess. And so I've had no updates. I'll try and get hold of the guy that's fronting that little adventure and see what's going on. The other bit of news that came up recently was the Cirencester Community Very Light Railway. That seems to be proceeding really rather well. They've got the backing of the Bathurst Estate. That's one of the biggest landowners certainly around the Cirencester area. Also, Cotswold District Council have put in some money, and I think they're just about at the feasibility stage. If you watch the video I did on Kemble to Cirencester, that is a daunting prospect. There's an awful lot of stuff to clear out of there. There's bridges missing. I didn't include it in the Cirencester video because I want to do a separate video when it gets to a little bit more of an advanced stage. What we do know is there's a massive housing development in planning between the Chesterton Estate, which is one of the biggest housing estates the south of Cirencester. They're going to add in another, I don't know, 2,500 houses between that estate and Kemble. That's an awful lot of houses, but that might be a plus point for the community railway. We'll have to see. So I've not been out an awful lot due to this ongoing medical condition, and it's nice to be out today. I just had a walk out onto the southern cutting of the Hook Norton, the old Banbury Cheltenham direct railway at Hook Norton, just to get some fresh air, hopefully some sunshine, although it's trying, but it's nice to hear the birds singing. So the video I'm going to put up it'll be a fairly short video, and what I've been doing is looking on Google Earth, the old Victorian maps, for a specific target, like a bridge, any bridges that haven't seen the light of day for years and years since the old railways closed. So anything like that will go in a video. So I think what we do, I say welcome back. It's good to be back. And we just need to go now a couple of 100 yards back that way, and start the first video of, hopefully it'll be a regular posting. Okay, thanks for your support, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, where are we at the moment then? Well, This is the abutments and the wing walls of the Cow Lane rail over bridge road underbridge at Hook Norton. I've been here before quite a few times, and the access is through there, and then we go up the steps. All nicely mown because of course it's a nature reserve. Up onto the top, turn right, and then you can follow it along to the southern portal of Hook Norton Tunnel. Done that quite a few times, we've done some videos on it, but turn back round. The other side of the bridge, what's going on over there? Never walked it until now. I don't think this will be a very long walk. The old maps suggest somewhere down there is quite a substantial embankment with either an accommodation bridge or not, an occupation bridge in it, which might be quite tall. So that's our next adventure. Once I'd completed it, looked on the map, and Duckpool Farm came into view. So it's probably something to do with Duckpool Farm, but let's go and have a look. I don't think it'll be a very long walk. Somewhere down, this is in the direction of Chipping Norton, by the way, at 4.5 miles from here. And of course Great Rollright Holt, which we can't see anymore because it's absolutely buried in brambles and thorns. So what we're going to look at might be the only thing down there that we're going to find infrastructure wise, apart from the fences. So without further ado, let's go for a walk. Right, I just come up the side of the Cow Lane Road Bridge. I thought I'd have a little wander along this embankment. We're heading towards Chipping Norton at this moment, and specifically towards Great Rollright Holt, which is a couple of miles somewhere through that lot. This is quite a steep embankment here. I can see that. And that should level out in a minute, I would think. Look over that side. Let's go around this lot first. There we are. Quite an embankment, but I don't think we're going to find an awful lot along here. Just walking out of general interest because it's a bit I've never walked. So go a little bit further, but I'm going to skirt around this lot. A lot of fallen trees. Railway fence in the bottom. If you can see that, there it is. Railway fence. Let's get round here. Cut back across the middle of the embankment then, and trying to go see at the opposite side. There we are. That's better. Opening up again a bit. There's a bit of slippage down there. The embankment's definitely tapering out now though.
Railway boundary fence seems fairly intact. You can see that tucked down in there. Oh. Switch sides again. There's the boundary fence, pointed posts on that side. Switch back across. And hey presto, embankment's gone. Going into a cutting. Now, it's shallow. Definitely a cutting there. It's steeper that side. A quick look through there. Yeah, that'd be quite a nice walk when the weather's nice. The birds singing, sunshine, blue sky, a bit cloudy, but turning out to be quite a nice day. I'll jump at that lot. This has actually grown in more than I thought. I thought within about 100 yards of the bridge it would all open out into just open fields. Obviously not. And the embankment's definitely developing nicely on the right hand side. You can see that through there. It's getting quite steep. Very wide track bed too. Distance between that side and then that side over there. About 25 feet. I wonder what that was all in aid of. Well, it's a well-worn path, so whether that's humans or animals is another matter. You can see deer tracks. There may well be deer, badgers, foxes, and whatever. Here we go. We can start playing dodge the thorn bushes now. I thought we would sooner or later. Oh, nice. I wasn't expecting any of this. I say, I thought it was just flat open, but apparently not. Let's set that in there. Let's have a look. Oh, we're going through. Starting to go through bedrock now on this side. That down in there. Coming through bedrock. Blimey. That round here. Some sort of attempt at a fence and a gate. For some reason, don't know why. Well, and a park bench to boot. There we are. Whenever. And a bit more overgrown just here. Still got the embankment though. We're gonna lose sight of that in a second. Still more embankment on the right than the left. And they got tangled up. Some wild creatures just run off. Heads down, avoid the brambles and the thorns. And the rabbit holes. And we're coming out into the open again. A bird of prey overhead. Let's see what it is. Probably a buzzard. Can't see it. Getting closer. Railway fence is still holding up well on both sides. You can see that up through there. We're now broad gauge rail post and two struts of Lee. Well, we'll press on a little bit further. I think sooner or later this must open up. Or possibly even close in. Alright. Just a thorn thicket, well away from the blackthorn. I'm going to get stabbed by one of those. And now we seem to have arrived at a grove of birch trees. That's rather nice. Take the left path. And the right path, avoiding the brambles. I don't know how far we've travelled at the minute, probably 300 yards. That's through there. Cuttings tapering out rapidly into the flat. And what have we got? Well, it looks like we're plunging into a valley just up ahead. So I don't know what's just here. We'll have a look. Definitely going downhill on the other side of the railway. Picnic tables out in the field now. Ah, and we're about to grind to a halt. There has to be a bridge here. Or is it? No, probably just an embankment across this particular section of line. I'm going to pop over that fence in a second and have a look. Yeah, just a fairly substantial embankment, I believe. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's another double strutted broad gauge rail post in there. I don't know what goes on out there. I wouldn't even see that picnic table over there. Be careful I don't slip down this embankment now. I think I'll try and go along this side a little bit further though. It gets dodgy. And something to grab hold of. There we are. I'll go on the safer side of the fence, I think. Today. Yeah, it's ballast on the top of the track bed there, and that is a fairly substantial embankment. And if you can see down there, quite a long way down. Okay, and I'm going to go a little bit further. I wasn't intending to come this way at all, to be honest. Not today. I've got it on the list for a visit, but rather glad it did actually. And that embankment down there, you can see down there, that's a massively steep embankment there as well. Field gate to the left. I didn't wonder whether we'd find a bridge of some description eventually, and we have indeed. I'm not going to be able to get down to it, I don't think. So it'll be probably be a case of look at the parapet walls, which are in pretty good nick. Look at that one, and the capping stone on the end of there. Let's just have a look at this other side. Okay, bear with me, I'm just going to tune out a second. And here we have a rather tall accommodation bridge. Look at that. Move down a bit. Look how tall that is. Not in the best of condition on the left hand side. There's the right hand buttress. into the abutment, the way in there. It's lost its facing stone there, look. Crikey. That corner's gone completely. It's not looking too clever, just there. I've no idea where this goes or where it comes from, but rather it's a pleasant surprise, this one. Go through the gate. Let's get a long shot of this one then, if we can. There we are. A rather tall accommodation bridge. Buttress on that side. And the buttress on the left. Excellent. Well, that was worth a walk. And I'll look at it from the other side again. Put this one on the map, because I've not noted this one before, so there you go. Very nice. That then, and with that then I think we'll cross back over the bridge and head back towards the other bridge on the Cow Lane. Remnants of a telegraph pole there. That's the only one I've seen. It's interesting. On the embankment there. So we're not far now from the Cow Lane Road Bridge. I'll just leave the camera running a bit longer. On the fairly steep embankment at the Cow Lane end of this particular section of track bed. Pleasant complaining in the background there. You can see the cleavers start to come through with a purpose. Won't be able to get in here soon. Bit of a barbed wire and pig netting fence put across there. That's long since collapsed. Yeah, here we are. Another 50 yards. Happy Robin there. There we are, the Cow Lane Road Bridge, and that, as they say, is a wrap. End of the adventure, and I'll catch you all on the next one.